Okay, today we're looking at our work in progress pocket. You don't want to decorate this part. You're only decorating this part. If something happens where other people are ahead of you and you don't want to wait around, you can always finish decorating it another time. I like to have some color, so I put some color on mine. I expect you to put some color on yours. Again, we will use our work in progress pocket. It's nice to kind of see it decorated. I'm not that creative, so I just colored it. I like to use crayons. You can color larger spaces very quickly. So most of this is crayon. There's a little bit of colored pencil here, but I even just colored over that with crayon. So the first thing you want to do after you decorate it is cut along these dashed lines. It does say cut on dashed lines, fold on center solid line, fold diagonal line into center fold, tape bottom and side to create a pocket. So just first, go ahead and cut around on those dashed or dotted lines, dashed and dotted. So just kind of do your best. I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect. At least not for me. I'm just cutting. They did give me the administrative rights to be able to install things on my computer, so this should be a lot easier for me to manipulate today because now I can put my document camera onto my desktop. Yesterday, trying to use the Chromebook, it was really difficult. So first, just finish. I'm not really liking that I can see my dots and dashes, but I'm going to be covering a lot of it up with tape. So it's not like a big deal because most of it's going to do that. Okay, then it says to fold on the center line. So this center line here, we're just going to fold. So, and it does not have to be perfect. Doesn't have to be perfect. You just want it where it makes you happy. So whatever kind of fold makes you happy there. So I'm just going to fold it. That makes me happy. This one, you're folding it toward that center underneath. So here we go. I'll fold under. See how this is the just inside. This is going to get folded toward that inside. So I'm just going to put a fold there. And you can see now earlier I was working and it was the other way. You can see I can lift this up and you can see inside, unclose it. I can lift this up. You can see inside. Okay, so then the next step is to go ahead and put it into our notebooks. Now you might have the option of using a glue that looks like this one. These glues, if you look really closely, have the red cap here. This red cap is magical. It's magical. The reason it's magical is because you don't have to unscrew the cap. You don't have to deal with any of that. So if we're using it, we want to make sure that you take the glue bottle onto the paper, and I'm using a piece of Post-it just so you can see better. And all you have to do is like press down, and you press down and it puts a dot. Press down, press down, press down. You really don't even have to squeeze it. I mean, you just do that. Now, if for some reason it has gotten a little bit of that stuff up here and it's dried up, you'll just press it down and then you'll be able to pull it off and throw that away. Or if it's the first time that bottle's been used, you might have to like press a few times, kind of like priming the pump. I'm sure you don't really understand that concept, but you're going to prime it a little bit to be able to get it to work. So you don't have to use the glue on your work in progress pocket, but if you want to make sure that it's down a little more, then you can go ahead and do that. You don't have to, but just a few dots will hold it well enough that you can do that. So I've got my work in progress pocket. I'm going to put a few dots on just to make sure. I've got that X back there. I'll just put like a dot in each of these. It's just a little additional insurance to make sure. And I know a dot doesn't seem like a lot, but it really does add up. And if you put too much liquid glue, it just makes it a mess. So just a little bit will be fine. You know, I mean, you could put a few dots, but you don't want to put too much. And I like to put it directly on whatever it is that I'm trying to glue down, because of the fact that if you put it on another piece of paper and then it like moves or whatever, or it might not be in the right place, you can get like, So, okay. So then once I have that, then I'm going to put some tape on. And I'm going to put the tape first, and I'm going to use a colored tape so you can see. I'm going to put it first along this edge, the right hand edge. And again, this goes on page 13 in your notebook. So I'm going to put it along this edge. I do not want to get it up here in this corner, this upper right hand corner. Don't do that. You want to be able to get in there. So, and put it here. And if I need, I can put some more. This one, you can use the tape you want to use. I'll put a little more and go down past that bottom edge. Okay. So I got tape from up here down to here. On this one, on this side over here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to put some, and this is why you might not even want to put any glue, but I like to go ahead and just put some tape on this inner one before I even put it anywhere too. So I just go ahead and put it on this left-hand edge. And then I'm going to kind of do it along the top here where it says work in progress. I'm going to start underneath that flap. So I'm going to put it here. And then I'm going to kind of go around the corner. So I don't make it round or anything. I just put it like diagonal there. Then down here, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put a piece so that it is here. Now, you don't want to go over that corner either. So there's a couple different ways you could do it. You could also, instead of going all the way from here down to here, you could stop it like right here and then put this piece here. So whichever way makes you happier. There's not really a wrong way. You're just trying to make a work in progress pocket. So we have that. We're going to kind of do the angle here because we want this corner of our pocket down on the paper. And then we'll do the rest of the way across. And you can use just a clear one if you don't have to use this tape, but it's just to help you be able to see it. So then you've got this pocket that you're going to be able to put things in. So that's your work in progress pocket.